What is up, guys? Welcome out to the GPL. I totally forgot what week this is. I'm sorry. It's gonna be in the title though, and probably the thumbnail. So you'll know by that. But we're gonna go against Burgerer. That's a name. I totally don't know how to pronounce that name. But the coach of the somethings. I'm sorry. I prepped for this ages ago, like really early in the week, so I totally forgot my team most of the days, and then I had to like re-look at my team because me and Burgerer had some scheduling issues. I believe it was from both sides. I have zero idea. Okay, so as you can see, he said good luck, have fun. I totally didn't see him say that, so sorry, Burgerer, for leaving you right there. So the team I rang was Sneasel, Rotom, Frost, Chandelure, Furrets, Snorlax, and Quagsire. I'm finding myself find my playstyle again, because the past few weeks in the GPL, I've been playing very offensive, which is not kind of my thing. My thing is very defensive stuff, and adding Furrets on the team really helps that out, as long as I'm playing Pokemon like Snorlax and Quagsire, for obvious reasons, and I'm now finding myself use Rotom Frost, so that's nice. So Burgerer has Corviknight, Haxorus, Sandaconda, G-Max from a Selgor, Slurpuff, and a Alolan Persian. You saw us lose last week. Let's see what I do this week. Okay, so I lead with my Rotom Frost right here. I thought whatever comes in, I can Volt Switch, and if the Sandaconda comes in, I can Blizzard it. Because I have zero idea what Sandaconda does to Rotom. I think it's Body Press, and I don't know if it's Rock Slide or anything like that. But I know that a Blizzard is doing a lot, even though it has the chance to miss. It's doing a lot, and I don't know if they're going to want to go one-on-one with that. So, they lead with the Selgor. I know it's going to outspeed me. So, I went to my Quagsire, alright? I didn't know what it was going to go for. I was scared of a Final Combat. Whatever the hell that move is called. Final Comeback. And I knew that, like, Rotom Frost was really good in the game against, like, Corviknight and stuff, because it did good. I believe it was last week, or the week before, against the G-Max Corviknight. So I was like, okay, we need to make sure that we don't take a Final Comeback. Whatever the hell the move was called, it starts setting up on me, Toxic Spice and all that shenanigans. So I was like, okay, let's just Toxic this man, put it on a timer, and leave an extra Pokemon dead. Hopefully we're the first person with a Pokemon, gone from the side. So they just, carry on sending their spikes up. Their Selgor dies, but there is so many, things set up right here. You got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes and 3 layers of regular spikes. Slurpuff comes in. I didn't know that it got this. It went for Stickers. I knew that it got that. But I didn't know that it had Energy Ball. That just knocked out my Quagsire and my main counter to Corviknight. So that's very bad, obviously. Lucky I still had Snorlax in the back at that moment. But Snorlax comes in now, takes immense layers of spikes. But because it is immunity, it doesn't take damage from Toxic Spikes. So that's actually very big. I mean, you will see Snorlax do a few things later on in the match. If it was poison, it wouldn't be able to do those things. So that's nice. Persian now comes in. I get the Body Press, and I get the Paralyzation, which is very good. We're finally getting some luck around here in the GPL. They get fully paralyzed, which is nice. Free turn, got that defog. All of those hazards are gone. They Parting Shot out, going back into Slurpuff. I think they were trying to put Sticky Webs out so Sneasel wouldn't outspeed any of their other Mons, like Haxorus and stuff. I did have Ice Shard though, a Choice Band Ice Shard. Sneasel was a Choice Band instead. So now I go into my Snorlax, they go into their Corviknight. They don't know this yet, probably, but my Snorlax is made for this Corviknight. It did get paralyzed on the Body Slam though. That's the power of Body Slam Snorlax. They bulk up, and I put Thunder Punch, a good amount of damage, but now I'm like, okay, we ain't dealing with any Body Press stuff. He goes for a Substitute, but they know our Whirlwind and go through the Substitute, so that's nice. They have to switch out. They go into their Persian. I click Seed Bomb because I have some coverage moves, which is very nice. Rotom Frost comes in. It gets fully paralyzed again. This is great. I'm Volt Switching and a Ferroseed. Furrets didn't have the greatest matchup on this match. like only really a Slurpuff and Leech Seed in the Corviknight, so I was like, my G, Seed, how you doing? Which is nice. I was actually, before going into this match, it was Sylveon instead of Chandelure. Now, looking at this match live, obviously I see that Sylveon would have put the most pressure on because a Haxorus is there. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I was actually debating between them, but I decided on a Chandelure substitute set. Now a Dryable, the Haxorus. I go for the knockoff this turn. Hoping to like knock off a Life Orb or something off the Haxorus. Just for less damage mainly. On like Pokemon like Snorlax and stuff like that. I would actually switch in the Corviknight, so I knock off those leftovers, which is pretty nice to, you know, get more paralyzations and not having them get more HP on the turns that they do move, etc. Got Leech Seed damage, and now they're doing the leftovers on. They're paralyzed. It's a very good scenario against the Corviknight, alright? Leech Seed, don't have leftovers, it's nice, and it's paralyzed. Rotom now comes in. I'm taking Leech Seed. He goes to the Sandaconda. I make that prediction. I did make the prediction, but I was also like, hey, if Blizzard like hits the Corviknight and it stays in, that's still fine. Like if I misread the prediction and he stays in, that's fine because Blizzard was doing around 30 to 40 something damage, so that's good. All right, but I did make the prediction play, and Sandaconda comes in. I do approximately 62%, so that's very nice. Sandaconda is low. He goes to a Alolan Persian. This time I missed the Blizzard. Okay, we've been having lots of hacks this match, so I'm fine with that. Could the Volt Switch doesn't KO, but that's fine. Furrets now comes in. Looks the Parting Shot. Persian was like the main Pokemon I was scared of. Persian and Corviknight. Because Persian can really come in against lots of my Pokemon and just start, you know, parting, shutting out, and it whittle down lots of my offense Pokemon. And that was one reason that I was going to bring Choice Specs Sylveon, but I decided not to because I was really scared of that Vileplume against my team because I had a Corviknight. No, because I had a Quagsire, and Quagsire in the most recent game against the G-Max Corviknight was my main counter to Corviknight. So I thought they were going to be like, okay, last week they bring very defensive Quagsire to counteract the Corviknight. Let's bring Vileplume to attack that Quagsire. As you can see, they didn't bring that. They bring the Celigore, I believe, instead of what I predicted. But that's so good. Okay, now they go for the substitute. I went for Leech Seed. Failed, obviously, because under a sub. So I was like, okay, let's break the sub first. And then let's go into, I believe I go Snorlax. Yeah, okay. Nice. I would have went there either way. I maybe should have went Chandelure right there. I don't know, but I was like, let's go Snorlax because I want to Whirlwind all those stuff away because they do a Power Trip. That yeah. Okay, we already saw that. Okay, there we go. Snorlax sitting in Corviknight. I'm body pressing because I want to make sure that if they switch out, I can still do damage. Now a Thunder Punch, even though Sandaconda is a chance to come in. I don't know why they didn't bring like Curse Sandaconda. I don't actually know the Sandaconda set, but surprised they didn't bring it in again right there when I went to Thunder Punch and they started sending out curses. They start going for G-Max Sandblast, which does a ton of damage, and Seed Bomb doesn't even KO. So I got scared at this moment that they were going to KO my Snorlax. But then I looked at the rest of their Pokemon and I was like, don't know how much it can do. I mean, if it wasn't G-Max, obviously it would have made a difference for Snorlax to lift hits from Haxorus, but it did have close combat. Took the Iron Babs damage. Going to my Chandelure though. I should have really bring Fire Blast in Chandelure, but I had Energy Ball for the Sandaconda, and I had Fire Blast for the Corviknight, and I also had Calm Mind and Substitute. So I should have bring Shadow Ball because that would have done a good amount right there. If I was Scarf Shadow Ball, that would have been also really nice, considering the potion at that moment was pretty low. But you can see what I'm doing right now. They go for the close combat. They get burned from the flame body. So yeah, I bring flame body, especially to burn the Corviknight and the Haxorus, and a few of the Pokemon that they did have that they didn't bring. At this moment in time, I pretty much thought that I was gonna win, but I was so spectacle because a Drain Punch from Slurpuff, if it was a fast Slurpuff, alright, if it went for Protect, then the toxic damage, bring it down to the IAPA berry or something like that. But, you know, they are leftovers, so that meant absolutely nothing. And Icicle Crash wins, and yours truly picks up the win over the undefeated Burger, and ya boy defeats the undefeated coach. I believe the only undefeated coach in the GPL. I'm not 100% sure, but we defeat Burger, and or Burgerer. I don't know. I think we played pretty nicely. They did say in the Discord chat something like that, that they were pretty salty because of the hacks and stuff like that. I thought that if I didn't hacks, I would still win with Sneasel, because Sneasel's was choice banded with, if I can find the team, here we go. Choice banded, inner focus, knockoff, icicle crash, ice shard, and poison jab. So I think that would have just wrecked through your team. They also did say that the Persian was to go against it, but I feel like wasn't the Persian like poisoned at some moment, like near the end of the match when it finally, this was around when the paralyzation stuff started to happen, right? And at that moment, your Persian was at 85% and paralyzed. That means that it didn't outspeed the Sneasel at that moment. Yeah. And it was very early in the match. So, I still could have possibly won without the hacks, I think. Especially with Sneasel. Also, you know, you saw my Munchlax, that Munchlax hit was very fire. And I feel like, after the moves that I bring on it, you know, I had, Thunder Punch and Body Press. Thunder Punch having a 10% chance to paralyze, and Body Press having a 30% chance. That's what I got my paralyzations from, and normally it was from Body Press, which is 30%. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to blame it on a 1K scenario, because I think I still could have won without the hacks. I don't want that to be downgraded on me. Like, be like, oh, you only won because of hack, etc. But, that's just me, okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. I've seen you guys loving the PBA stuff right now. I believe 3 battles have already been done. But I've not watched them. I don't know who won of them. But we gotta wait till all the battles are done, and then all the replays are out. Then I will record every single battle, and watching, you know, you guys can see my reaction live to what I think of each battle. So I think that'll be the next video out, and peace out, guys.